Ontic pan-computationalism. Introduction. Ontic pan-computationalism is a radical shift in how we view the cosmos. It is the philosophical and physical stance that the universe is not merely described by computation, but is fundamentally constituted by it. In this view, matter, energy, and space-time are emergent properties of an underlying computational substrate. Reality does not do computation. Reality is a computation. Part 1. The substance of information. To understand this, we must move beyond the metaphor of a silicon chip. We must view computation as a fundamental physical process. This requires us to accept information as the primary category of existence. In this framework, information is the fundamental substance of the universe. It is not just data or facts. It is a measure of physical distinction. Think of information as the inverse of the void. If the void is a state of perfect infinite symmetry where no part can be distinguished from any other, then information is the breaking of that symmetry. Information is effectively a broken void. It is the structure that emerges when the uniform nothingness is no longer uniform. This leads to the principle of it from bit, popularized by physicist John Wheeler. Every it, meaning every particle, field, or force, reaches its existence from the bits of information being processed at the Planck scale. Matter and atoms are not things that contain information. They are data structures emerging from the underlying process. If information is the state of reality, then computation is the dynamic process that transforms that state. A physical system performs a computation when there is a precise mapping between its physical and formal states of a computational model. In this framework, the execution of physics is a seamless transition of information. The algorithm consists of the fundamental laws of nature, while the code is written in the universal constants themselves. In this model, the distinction between hardware and software disappears. We usually think of hardware as a solid object and software as the instructions it follows. But here, the hardware is simply the pattern of energy that allows the information to exist. Energy is the physical expression of the code. Within this view, causality and computation become one and the same. To say that one event caused another is to say that the universe processed the information of an initial state to calculate the next. Part 2. The discrete substrate. A central claim of this theory is that space-time must be discrete at its most fundamental level. While we perceive the world as smooth and continuous, this is an illusion born of scale. Consider the pixels on a high-definition monitor. From a distance, a line on the screen looks perfectly smooth. But as you move closer, the line reveals itself to be a collection of individual discrete dots. In the same way, the smooth fabric of space-time is a macroscopic approximation. At the smallest possible scale, the universe is composed of discrete units of information. Continuity is merely the subjective experience of a focus that is too coarse to see the individual pixels of existence. In this discrete framework, the wave nature of quantum mechanics is an emergent property. A wave cannot exist as a fundamental building block because a wave contains varying degrees of difference across its structure. It is a relational phenomenon. Just as a wave in the ocean is the collective behavior of countless discrete water molecules, a quantum wave is the result of collective computation within the substrate. Within this framework, there are two primary views. The digital view suggests the universe is a cellular automaton updating in discrete ticks. The quantum view suggests the universe uses quantum computation using qubits instead of standard bits. In either case, the transitions and the information density of space remain bounded and discrete. Part 3. The emergent stack. The universe operates through a layered architecture. Higher-level physical laws emerge from the computational results of the layers beneath them. Thermodynamics is a layer above the quantum layer. It is a macroscopic operating system that emerges from the collective results of quantum dynamics. Informational structures of various densities sort themselves into tiers. Much like liquids of different weights settling into layers in a jar, information organizes itself through two primary sorting algorithms. Gravity acts as the sorter of density, pulling high-density informational clusters together, while electromagnetism acts as the architect of complexity, organizing those clusters into intricate functional structures. The quantum layer handles raw logic, while the thermodynamic layer handles the irreversible flow of entropy and the ongoing selection of actual reality. Part 4. The eternal calculation. If the universe is a computation, why does it bother to exist in time? The answer lies in computational irreducibility. This principle states that for complex systems, there is no shortcut to determine the outcome other than running the process itself. If the universe were finitely computable, the answer to reality would have been achieved instantly, and the universe would have collapsed. The existence of a perpetually complex cosmos suggests that the universe is computing a problem with an infinite answer. It is a calculation that never halts. Consider the digits of pi. Because the digits of pi are infinite, a computer tasked with calculating every digit would run for eternity. In the same way, the universe is an ongoing calculation of its own potential. It cannot finalize its own computation in any finite amount of time, and therefore it must run forever. The flow of time is simply the active processing of this infinite sequence. Conclusion. Ontic pan-computationalism provides a total unification of physics and logic. The cosmos is a self-organizing quantum thermodynamic processor whose continued existence is guaranteed by the infinite complexity of the algorithm it executes. We are part of a discrete informational reality where the universe computes itself into being, calculating its own infinite potential through the irreversible flow of time.